It's your imagination. I'm not late. I've been here the whole time. You were on the wrong channel. That's what it was. You were on the wrong channel. And here I am, and I've got this uh, because I was desperately scrambling through a pile, and this was suitable, so I grabbed it. Um, and I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Hi, Stellar. Um, so I'm going to pick up my handy folder full of clippings and do something like something somebody else has done before, but in a totally original fashion. So here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. I've been working on some books, and I get very enthralled in what I'm doing and forget the entire world. Then Stellar walks in the room and says something about lunch or going for a walk or, um, I've got an order at the grocery store or something like that. And I go, oh, I forgot. I'm going to have a book of this kind of thing, several, I think, and I'm going to have. Remember a few years ago I did the March of Robots. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do a book of that. The sketches that I produced is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to do a book based on the sketches, and the mermaid and the unicorn. So that all gives me material for several books worth of stuff. And you would think there's not a lot of work to do because the pictures are all drawn. I just got to put them into a document and print. But it's not quite that easy. I've got to rephotograph some of them because I just photographed it crooked. And I've got to save them in black and white. It's not a big deal. I've got to do some color corrections here and there where you just tell sometimes to look at something that's just too soft. It's not going to print very well. So you've got to kind of tweak it. You try to make this line bolder, but don't make it all too smudgy. That sort of thing, which I'm not an expert at, but I'll figure it out. Sissy's here, Sharon's here, John's here, Stellar's here. We're all here. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. When I was a little kid, I had a little book, and it was about werewolves. And there was a title, and then there was a secondary title that was Hail, hail, the gang's all hair. And that is the totality of what I can remember about that book. It must not have been all that good, but I thought that title was very funny. Looking back, I now realize it was only a little bit funny, but when I was little, that was extremely funny. So now I've got a girl um, in her standard uh, fantasy outfit thing that Gilead puts on everybody. And she's leaning her elbow on something and she's looking over there at something. And this is about where I stop and go, well, okay, now what? Because I don't know. I've had sometimes I just draw a big block of stone, like something like that. But that gets tiresome. Um, one time I had her leaning on a little stumpy robot thing, which was kind of cute. I know it's supposed to be here, here, but I got nothing to say at the moment. That was Sharon saying, here, here. Yeah, yeah. I looked that up once, and don't remember what I got. But yeah, it was here as in here. Um, but kind of indicating, well, like when you do a toast or something, you say, good job, and everybody says, here, here. Um, I guess that's indicating that they have heard. But my grandmother, who was from Maine, and she said, here, here. And my other grandmother from Vermont, she did the same thing, here. So when she got upset with me because I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, she would say, here, 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 you stinker. Thought she was looking out at us kind of side-eyed. Actually, she's looking over there, but she could. She could be looking back at us. Um, now she's giving you the side eye. She could lean on a tree stump. Yep, yep, tree stump. That would kind of indicate she's outdoors. What else? What else? Tree stump? I will go for. Um, um, I liked it the other day when I was thinking. For some reason, I was almost automatically thinking of, ruined building. She's sitting, so she's on a throne of some kind or something, and Sissy said sitting down at the tavern, and that did kind of like rearrange my whole image of where she was and what she was doing. I like that. That kind of jolted me out of my thing. Um, I've come to visualize this place where they're all at. That's lots of ruins. I mean, lots and lots. Like imagine Italy in the Renaissance, only completely abandoned, like the Anasasi's buildings or whatever. I mean, it's just everybody's gone. And then some Stone Age people happen upon the place. Who knows how many thousands of years later, when most of it's buried under the ground, and they don't even think that there's anything buried under the ground. They just assume whatever they can see is what there is. And so people are basically no tech, um, are occupying these palatial buildings and sometimes finding artifacts and gold and silver and cool looking swords and stuff like that, and they have no idea how to make stuff like that, or how it would be made, but they use it. And it was just a thought I had some time ago, concept for a setting. It gives you almost endless Dungeons and Dragons kind of scenarios. You've got ruins that just go on forever, um, and some of it's underground at this point. There could be anything living down there. Kind of playing on the fact that every city seems to have its story about there's tunnels under the city. Seems like every town has some rumor that there's tunnels under the town, alligators in the sewers and that kind of thing. And there's just about always some tiny germ of truth to that. All right, Gilead's Goblins coloring books. There are 13 sheets of paper folded and stapled, plus the heavy stock cover. So 14 sheets of paper. My new books, I'm not working on coloring books right at the moment. I'm working on sketchbooks, like I was talking about the other day. But my new books are going to be 10 sheets of paper, and it's going to be just regular printing paper. This is heavier. This is like sketchbook paper, which is a quality that was appreciated by relatively few people. There were a couple, but most, if you gave it to a kid, they just scribbled on it like any coloring book. And if you gave it to an adult, they didn't color in it. And so, assuming that's going to be the case, regular print paper is better quality paper than most coloring books are generally printed on. They're usually printed on newsprint like this. So that will be better for coloring books when I do re-release the coloring books. But the sketchbooks are going to be this size, but it's going to be 10 sheets of paper and then a thicker uh, cardstock for the cover, but probably not this heavy. I made everything really heavy with this, and it was really difficult for them to fold and staple them. They actually had to modify a machine just on my behalf. I don't know what the machine looks like or what the modification looks like, but they had to build something to handle the load of doing these. So I'm not going to put them through that again. But so it's going to be fewer sheets, lighter weight paper a little bit, and still 10 sheets plus a cover is 44 pages to work on in the book. It's 44 um, because it's 10 folded in half makes 20, but then there's both sides of them makes 40, and then there's a cover, just 4 sides. So yeah, it's like that. It's like that. So each book is broken up already into the 44, putting together 44 page layouts. Um, so it's a lot of content. The coloring books, of course, they're just an image on one side and then it's blank on the back. But these things are going to have writing on the other page and other pictures and stuff. So there's more, but it's fun. It turns out I have a ton of material to use. The real decision process is what to not put in. So it's good. But I've got any given time I've taken a photo of this, and I took like 5 or 6, and then I saved a smaller resolution photo to post on Facebook. And then over the years, those things just all wind up in folders. And I will be, Sissy asked what software I'm going to use. The last time I did it in Photoshop. There's a PDF builder. But I do have, if I get to it before the year ends, I do have access to the whole uh, Adobe suite right now. And I think they've got some better, uh, some things made more specifically for that. So but I like using Photoshop. I already know how to use that part. I don't know Photoshop really well, but I can do that much. And like when I've made little frames, I can make an object out of the frame and then frame each picture if I decide to do that and things like that. I know how to do that. So uh, so far, most likely I'm doing that in Photoshop. Right now, I'm um, just using. Well, I always put iView on my every new computer. The first thing I do is go download iView. If you Google what is the best picture viewer in the world, everybody agrees that iView is fabulously superior to whatever Microsoft put on your machine. Um, it takes up about 1% of the memory that of the thing that Microsoft put on your machine, and it does 10 times as much. And So I always use iView. The UI on iView is really, really sucky. That's the only thing, though. I mean, once you do figure it out, it works really well. So I use that to rotate the picture, crop the picture, adjust my uh, depth and colors and stuff like that. I can do all that in Photoshop too, but just to kind of sort things out and pull things out of this mass of photos that I've taken and just go, okay, these are good. Save it to grayscale, put it in a folder, and all that. That's really quick and easy to do with iView, and then open Photoshop and one at a time manipulate all these pictures. It's a long job, actually a little bit tedious at times, but it's exciting to put something together and and actually probably putting together a bunch of things. Um, but I'll just, I'll finish one or two, get it rolling, and make my mistakes and see what I shouldn't have done, and and then adjust the future work accordingly. So yeah, I'm massively distracted, basically, is what I'm telling you. I will be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock to do Zoom. Join me for Zoom. We'll post the link at 4:30 on my main page. I like how some people on YouTube say, follow the link right here at the bottom of the screen. There's no link at the bottom of your screen. But someday I'll learn how to do that. And I'll say, follow the link at the bottom of the screen. And that'll actually mean something. So that's all I've got for now. That's it. What else did I have? I had something else. Somebody asked if you should go see a doctor when your election goes on this long. Yeah. What else? What else? I don't know. I got nothing. Today's word. Stellar, what was today's word? Oh, no, it was National Nacho Day. It's National Nacho Day. And so, for example, to use this in a sentence, if you're a Republican, it's Nacho Day. So have a good day, nevertheless. Put the same dragon head under her elbow. That's a possibility as well. Sissy said, let me know if you want any help with any of that. If you let me photograph and edit your stuff, I can also do the crops. That's a pile of work. You have no idea what you just set yourself up for there, because we're talking like give or take 1,000 pieces. Um, so, but I might. Sharon says, Nacho Man. I want to be your Nacho Man. I'm gonna disco on out of here and see you all next week at 3 o'clock Monday. Try to be on time this time. Thanks.